Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from today. My name is Laura Hodge. So, today I want to talk about Regina Daniels' marriage crisis. If you look at the caption, you see where I said, and so what? You can keep the kids. She might not have said exactly that, but I saw a recent post she made where she said, yes, she takes drugs, and so what? When I saw Ned Walker, when this whole saga started, and I saw Ned Walker quickly rush out to say that Regina takes drugs, I I wasn't there. It's not as if I was doubting him or not doubting him. That is not what I'm saying here. But the way he rushed out to say that, I suspected that he was getting himself ready for court. He is a lawyer. you know I believed that. I don't know why I believed that, but that was the first thing that came into my mind. Why would you quickly come out to say that she takes drugs? This girl is or was your wife. Why would you come out publicly on social media to say that she takes drugs? And if she takes drugs, how come nobody has any you know glimpse of that? No story about her taking drugs, no sign of it, no from her characters, no from the way she speaks. She's a kid. Yeah, sometimes she speaks like a kid, that she is. But that she takes drugs, for me, it didn't add up for me initially. But what made me decide to say one or two things about this whole saga is Regina's last post, where she said, I take drugs, and so what? I don't think this is a very good speech to make at this point in time. Ned has a reason for doing what he did. And I believe that Regina is kind of aiding his aim, his mission, which will help him in court. I heard her saying that she will keep her keys and give them her name and stuff like that. I don't think it will be that easy, looking at the way things are going. I don't know if there are people around this girl, people who are adults, people who are seniors to her, her colleagues, her parents, her... I understand she's the younger one. There are the boys, we are hearing their names. They are the senior ones. I don't understand why nobody is guiding her or her speeches, her posts, and stuff like that. You don't just come out like that. You are dealing with a lawyer. You are dealing with an elder. He was supposed to be your husband, but he's way older than yourself, and a lawyer for that matter. She is not supposed, the things she is saying is indicting herself, which is going to help this man, smoothly trust Nigeria judiciary. And then you are giving him all this, S-bits for him to just nail you. I don't see Ned Nwoko leaving his children for anyone. And now you're helping him achieve all that. I think that post should have been well thought out. It shouldn't have, at this point, I think, even if she wants to say something, people should kind of try to guide her, on the things, the words she used, her choice of words and stuff like that. That is number one. And another thing I want to talk about is those our children, the young ones who were praying for God of Regina Daniels to remember them. I want them to also learn from this whole thing. The red flags are always there. We just choose to ignore them sometimes because we want something. We want people to see us as millionaire wives. And because of that, then you end up nailing yourself, killing yourself, so doing something that you ever regret, that there's no going back. From the look of things now, if you look at all this whole thing, you see that Ned is not ready to leave Regina alone. no matter what. He's not ready to leave that girl alone. It will take Regina, even when he agrees, even if the court is in Regina's favor, Ned Nwoko will still fight to make sure that she's never safe or she's never herself ever again. But I pray this whole thing is sorted out, and Ned Nwoko, because his this kind of his pride, his ego will be bruised if he lets Regina have his way. Have her way, or Regina's family have their way. He would think he would think his ego has been bruised, and I don't see him doing that. This is the kind of mistakes our young people make. We make mistakes as well, you know. Even we that thinks that will pass that stage, we still have our children. We can still learn from this whole thing and know how to train our children, how to talk to them, the things to direct them. Sometimes we know that people get children who are very stubborn, that it's difficult to actually talk to them or to advise them. But sometimes children do more of the things they say than the things they hear. So most times we parents will do things in front of our children that will forget that these kids are watching us. And when they grow, they will definitely take our part. So sometimes we also learn from some of these things. Even if that child is very stubborn, this is social media time. Come out there, speak up. People will listen to you, people will hear, and then people will know that yes, you've done your bit with this whole thing. And most times, some of the things some of our parents do, especially these present parents, the things they do, you'll baffle. So I think all of us learn from this whole thing. And lastly, I want to advise that people around Regina should please watch her closely, the way she speaks and the things she might do to herself because of this whole thing. I know she's not finding it easy, and I pray God help her sort this whole thing out and see her through. Thank you very much. Let's see on the comment section. Let's discuss this. Let's talk about it. Not just about Regina Daniels, but generally in our society. These are the things that happens now. Even as we speak, there are more children, more young girls who are ready, getting ready to go into some of these kind of marriages without even thinking twice. Once they see this, this gifts or whatever it is, they're out there, they want to get married by all means, because they want their friends to see the present from their fiancés and stuff like that, and then they forget completely what is going to happen. They don't even think about tomorrow, what the things that might happen in the course of their actions. So please, let's talk about this on the comment section. Like, share, and please subscribe. I really want to hear from you guys so that we can talk about it. Like I said earlier, not just about Regina Daniels, but all our children, the young girls, the way we do things, and especially as parents, how we should learn from this discussion. We must try to learn how to really, the things to talk to our kids, how to talk to our kids, and the things to tell them, and how to train them. I know it's not easy. Yes, it's not easy, but we can try our best. We can learn from some of these things so that we know how to handle situations like that in the future. Thank you very much, everyone, and please have a great day. Bye.